sincerely want to appreciate you for joining us on this show, Bloomshare Nigeria. Um, we are going to be discussing something unique on this program. It's one of the programs we are going to bring to you in the course of the year. It's going to be interesting and exciting. It's all about our health, what we eat, what we drink, the type of life we live. And so this afternoon we're going to be discussing fruits and vegetables, the importance of fruits and vegetables. And so I'm being joined on the show by Agatha and Bintu. Feel free, call us. The lines to call are right there displayed on the screen. Call us and share your thoughts with us. How do you live your life on a daily basis? Do you eat fruits at all? Do you know the importance of fruit? Do you know it is wrong for you to take pills? Vitamin here, you buy them from the counter and you just take it. Oh, I just want to get vitamin K, vitamin B, vitamin C. You don't need all of those. Get your fruit. They are all everywhere. Ubiquitous. Everywhere in the neighborhood. You get them and enrich your meal with more of fruit. Thank you so very much. Bintu, you're welcome to this show.
Thank you very much.
And Agatha, what is your view about fruits and vegetables? Agatha?
Fruit and vegetables should form a part of our daily intake. It should be a part of what you consume every day. It should be like your water. In fact, you should consume fruits more than you consume water.
Not in Africa, not in Africa. People want to eat pounded yam, not people need eba. They feel eba sustain them. Do you think so?
Actually, you know, we Nigerians will do more of our energy. Yeah. Our daily work, we use our energy. So I think taking fufu, eba, all the solid food, it helps them. Like me, I take more fruit actually. I take more fruit, and I think it's actually working.
More fruit and it gives you energy. Who told you? Who tells you it is until you eat food that you get energy? I don't believe in that.
Fruit is even more filling than most of this food that we consume. For instance, now you can make your fruit into a smoothie or puree, and it fills you up almost part of the day. Like your rice or your pounded yam will do. So it can also serve that purpose. And also gives you energy to sustain you for the day's job.
In terms of energy, if I say I want to depend on protein as my source of energy, is there anything wrong in that? Instead of carbohydrates, I want to depend on protein. Is it also possible?
No, it is better you balance it up. Okay. A little of protein, a little of carbohydrate, a little of fruit, vegetables, always.
But people say,
you know, carbohydrate gives us strength. Yeah. And most of our daily work in Nigeria, we use strength. Whatever even to trek, if you're trekking, you need strength to trek.
In fact, to lie down on the bed, you need strength.
You need strength. So that's why we Nigerians, we make use of that carbohydrate. We take carbohydrate as our daily. They prefer carbohydrates, swallow all the strong food than fruits.
But you know, eating only carbohydrate can't give you all of the nutrients you need.
Definitely.
You need vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin zinc, phosphorus, magnesium, and all of those things which are present only in your fruits and vegetables.
Definitely.
But we have them all. We have them all around us. But what is wrong with us in Africa? Look at our gardens. Look at
mangoes everywhere.
Look at our land.
And we have seasonal fruits, as in every season you have something. Like there must be a fruit for every season. So you take opportunity of what is present in the season to consume your vegetables and fruits.
Most people actually, fruits isn't part of them, maybe due to their upbringing. Like those people at the rural area, you know, when you go to before you go to the farm, you have to eat a solid food. You cannot take watermelon while going to farm. You have to eat that strong food in case you are operating cassava. You have strength. Because there are some people, they will take fruit now before a little time you see their eyes are turning them, and you know. So when you take that solid food, we Nigerians will believe in that actually.
But you know, consuming fruit too can make way for you to eat more of that your favorite food. It makes way, like it opens your stomach for the food that you consume to really set in.
Like
so they should try to embrace taking at least a fruit.
Yes,
a day.
fruit is important. Fruit is, if you are like in my home now, definitely fruit, you will see it there always.
Some people
Fruit
say
is
it's
always
expensive. How do you? Okay, you guys are big men.
there. Not actually. Is fruit is not that expensive.
If to come to really think of
Yes,
it.
like in the northern parts, they cultivate more fruits. When you see their place where they produce this thing, you see most of them get spoiled. Most of them get spoiled, and even transportation from the north to taking it to the south, east, and west. You see that most of the fruit gets spoiled on the way sef because of they have lot of it. So I think fruit is cheaper in the north than the south.
Well, aside, if fruit is not that expensive, because over here you can actually buy bits of the fruit. If you, for instance, if watermelon is going for say 500 naira, if you have maybe a 50 naira or 100 naira, you can actually tell them to cut the fruit for you. With that, even with 200 naira, you can eat 2 or 3 different kinds of fruits.
When somebody needs to eat some molds of fufu with 200 naira, you're talking of fruits.
500.
So, in that case, you can just say, okay, let me eat at least one. With your 50 naira, you can get a slice of the fruit.
What people
And
don't
then you
understand.
take the other half of it to buy your favorite fufu.
Yeah. What people don't understand when it comes to fruits or hygienic living, balanced diet is that the hospital they are running from, they don't want to be sick. People don't want to be sick, but they are not eating the good food. When you eat good food, it's cheaper for you to eat good food than go to hospital. And so your okra, for instance,
Yes.
you see spinach, you see vegetables, general vegetables.
Varieties of them.
Just eat more vegetables. You eat more in the morning before you sleep. You eat more vegetables.
Fruit is important. I want to know because me, I take fruit very well, and I was told that not you just taking a slice of fruit that matter. You must take it as a meal. You know when you're eating your rice,
Alongside your
bowl.
meal.
not even alongside your meal.
Okay.
The way you dish your rice
Oh, yeah.
to satisfy you very well. That's how you put your what's it called, your fruits. You have to take it to satisfy you. That's when it works. Not just taking just one slice of it.
In
or
that case, you can just take a little portion of your rice, then your vegetables should form the other portion. It balance of everything.
when we are talking of vegetable, are you talking of fruit or the vegetable live in your?
leafy
What are the
vegetables.
examples of the living you're talking about? Do we have them around?
Yeah, they are everywhere in our
Bitter
gardens.
leaf?
We have bitter leaf, we have the pumpkin leaf, we have the spinach, your lettuce. It's everywhere. And with just 15 naira, 100 naira, you can actually purchase them.
You know
Even
one
your
thing.
tomatoes,
one-
now it's in season.
one
So
important
you
thing.
can buy as much as you can.
Yes, one important thing about the fruit is that you don't take fruits with your rice immediately. When you take your fruits, you have to give some time, like 30 minutes before you take your normal.
But some people say you eat fruit first before you eat.
No, that's no.
There's a myth surrounding
That
all of
no.
Some will suggest you take your fruits before the main meal.
That's the
Some
best.
will suggest after or immediately after
Oh,
the
you
meal.
take
Your
First.
tummy, yes, your stomach, your tummy needs to be free from other all those our normal food we take. When you take your fruit first in the morning. You can wait for like 30 minutes before you eat your normal swallow or rice or whatever you want to eat, but not you taking your fruit alongside with your
So it
rice
should
or
be before the meal.
definitely.
I think we learn
But
every day.
some other people say it could be acidic to your system. They are acidic fruits.
Yes.
So what about that? So people are saying take your meal first before the fruit.
Yes.
Because of the acidic nature of fruit.
It's very important you take your fruits first. You wait for a little time before you take your meal. Yes.
It therefore means maybe depend on the kind of fruit we are consuming. Just like he said, some fruits are acidic.
On
You can't
this
take
issue,
acidic-
we need to consult nutritionists for them to give us the right
information.
The most important thing
Yeah.
is that on this program, the importance of fruits and
Yes.
vegetables. Call us if you are watching us live. The phone number to call are displayed on the screen. Call us and share your thoughts with us. And so, Agatha, fruits and vegetables. Tell us more about vegetables.
Vegetables. The greener the vegetable, the better the nutrient content of that vegetable. You see sometimes in the markets, you may go to purchase a vegetable, you see some are already turning reddish or falling off. That kind of vegetable may not have the needed nutrients that you need for your body to grow well. So the greener the leaf, the better the nutrient content of the
Is that what
vegetable.
they call chlorophyll?
Yes, sir.
Is that true?
Yes, that's very true.
So
The
do you do vegetables?
Yes, I do more of vegetables
Like which
actually.
one?
Like even this what's it called? This gardi egg. I take more of gardi egg.
What does it contain?
And
What does garlic contain?
oh my God, gardi egg is that greener. I think the greener one
green
is
one,
yes, but I need to Google what it contains because
The greener one, the green garden eggs actually lowers blood sugar level. So it's advisable for those with diabetes to consume more of that greener garden eggs. And I also try to incorporate fruits, vegetable in every of my meal. Even if I'm making rice, for instance, I always try to add either my spinach or my ugu to it. Even beans, everything.
But
There
beans is
must
not
be-
vegetable. Beans is not protein.
But I just try
Do you
to add a
know beans
little of.
contain more of carbohydrate than protein?
yes.
That's
I
why I
was
have to
told.
balance it up with my vegetable.
Okay.
But in Nigeria, we
So
were taught
have all
we were
of it.
taught that beans
Beans
is
is, protein.
protein. Yes, it's of recent.
It's of recent I got to
yes,
know
I got
that.
to know that
Fair
beans is not anything
We're
near
misled.
protein.
Yeah.
We're misled now. Okay.
That's quite interesting. That's quite interesting. If you are watching us, call us and share your thought with us. And so, how do we eat them every day? No, what does it cure? How does it help us?
Okay, like there are some fruits that reduce the risk of diseases. Yes, when you take more of fruit, you see some persons when they have injury on them, you see some of them will not heal very fast. So when you take more of fruits, you see that before 2 days, the tissue is regaining its.
That is fruits that are rich in vitamin C and all of that.
It's
No,
very,
but I can just simply go to the chemist and they give me some tablet vitamin C and I
Drugs, I said you can't get 100%
From
of the
drugs.
needed nutrients from your drugs and supplements. They are just there to help us. But if you have the chance of going for supplements or anything, even getting the drugs, the vegetables are cheaper than purchasing the drugs. So it's better you go for the vegetables.
and there are some times when you're not strong. If you're taking some drugs, they will tell you not to take fruits. I think I've come across one pharmacist like that. The person said I should not take fruits attached, but I don't really know Andy. So I was like, I asked her, but fruit is very important to us. How come I'm taking these antibiotics and you're telling me not to?
Maybe the acid, for instance, if you are treating malaria, you can't take any fruits that contains vitamin C.
Oh, okay.
It kind of interrupts the
The
process.
okay.
I think we need to know what to eat and what to drink.
Yes, it's very
And
important.
not all of these. I've taken 3 bottles of beer today.
You
I've
need to-
taken 10 bottles of beer today. Oh, you're killing your liver.
Seriously.
They don't
You
sleep.
know? So for me, early morning, you know what I do early morning? I get spinach, I get bitter leaf, I get utazi, I get
Wow.
I get a lot of this. I get 5 per day, 5 of these leaves per day,
That's what is
and I
required.
just blend them together and I drink.
You know, most
a
of
bottle every day.
That
most
even cleans all the toxins that are
most
present in the
Nigerians, they
body.
feel that it's really stress getting all those things because there was one time somebody told me in the morning when you wake up you take warm water you had a little of lime to eat and you take it every
Very
morning.
good, very good.
So
Cleanses.
yes,
To cleanse.
and you find out that when you're doing
Because
that,
it contains alkali.
when you're doing that, there is a time it will get. As you say, I beg, I don't tire. I'm tired.
You can't be tired.
It's your health. If you're tired, then you end up spending.
So that is
more
why,
too.
yes, I think doing that, it's really important because when I was doing it, I found out that I eat a lot that period. My
because
tummy
it's
feels
open.
open. I eat a lot, and there are some persons that cannot do that routine aspect I was doing. They prefer going to the chemist to get this already made, you know, this their the Lipton, these green leaves and all those
Green
things,
tea.
all those green teas and all those. If you see now, the lime is natural, it's direct.
And they don't even know what is present
Most
in all of
especially
those
when you
green
boil
tea.
with the back of it, you boil it, everything,
Yes.
wash it, boil with the back of it, especially when it's green. Yeah, boil with the back of it. Like you said,
And the greener
Yes.
the vegetable, the better nutrients it gets.
pineapple, the back of pineapple too.
It's medicinal.
Yes.
It lowers blood sugar and also your blood
Your pressure?
blood pressure. Yes.
I
and the
think
blood
why
pressure.
boiled, ba? Why
Yes, why
boiled?
you boil.
Okay, because
And then you
eating
drink
it
the water.
like that is going somehow scratchy.
No,
And
you parboil it and you drink the water.
So it's not all about eating on the yam, eba, fufu, rice. No, sometimes just live a very
healthy life,
Fruitful.
fruitful life. Yeah, fruitful
fruitful life.
Eating fruits makes you live a fruitful life.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Quite
it's better you get varieties.
Okay.
When it's varieties, for instance, you have your say carrots, your cucumber, your and all of those kind of fruits. You see that when the colors are multiples,
Yes.
it's appealing to you to want to
Yes,
Agree.
to look
Yes.
delicious.
Those colors also have some medicinal values.
eat it. Yes.
Because when it is
like-
green, like bell pepper, for instance, we have the
Yeah,
different type of colors.
yes, we have the green bell pepper, yellow, and your red
Red one.
bell peppers. They are also medicinal
Yeah.
and very, very medicinal.
All fruits, they have importance in our body. Like in Nigeria now, we eat more of orange. Like in the north, you take more of watermelon, orange.
But orange is not so good for people with blood pressure, with blood sugar.
Are they aware of that?
People are
Seriously?
That's why we are here to inform them.
They are not aware of that.
Blood sugar people. Yeah.
Like in the south, I think watermelon is not that common there.
Yeah.
Watermelon is not that common. What even the
Rather
fruits?
see your mango.
Yes,
and all
mango
of that.
and
But
Cashew.
even with all of these, even in the south, we have what is it called?
Carrots,
No, the one you break in your mouth and you.
coconuts.
No. The what is it called?
African style food.
you break with your mouth and
Round
Black.
ball, black. What
black.
Is
Is
it?
it?
called? I've forgotten the name.
Yeah.
It's okay, but so in the west, in the south, we have all of these, but do we know the value? Do we make use of them?
We don't actually. We have those things. When you get to the south, the west, the east, you see that we have orange. We have so many fruits, but too much of it, they don't value it. They say
like
when
what-
you are put, like
when
when
you have something, you
I'm
don't
yes,
value it.
when I'm rearing chicken that year, I have lots of these layer eggs are everywhere. I see egg, so I don't take egg. It look like I cannot eat. It look like I don't like it anymore. But when I wasn't doing that, I take egg often.
No,
Do you
egg is very
understand?
good.
Yes.
Egg is
So
very
when you
good.
have
I eat egg every day.
Every day.
yes, I know it's very important, but when you are in it,
Yes.
it look as if it's
When
not part
I'm
of you anymore.
into fishery, pond, and I feed my fish with
Yeah,
fertilizers and chemicals and all of those, it's not too good, true. But I prefer the natural fish from the river.
From the
river fish, yeah. Instead of this
Train one.
Organic kind of.
Yeah, organic, because I think it's more poisonous than all of those.
Yes, okay.
So it's good to live a healthy life anyway.
Yes, it's very
You look
important.
fresher, you look
Especially when you are
hygienic.
consuming your bananas, your carrots.
See,
you see
I
your
can
skin
I can see
glowing.
why you're looking good.
Banana may not
Yes.
also be good for blood sugar.
Sugar pressure.
Yeah. But it's
Banana.
very good. But banana
Banana is very good for the brain. I think
for the brain.
yes, banana is good for the brain. When you consume
And it
more
also
banana,
makes your skin to
Yeah,
glow.
it does.
yes,
And your
banana.
carrots.
So for those of us who don't have money, so what we can do is to, if I have 1,000 naira to eat a day, I could put 500 naira on food and put 500 naira
Fruits.
on the
Milk,
food.
okay.
Yeah.
And vegetable is even very cheap to make.
But some
With
people
your
don't even have
vegetable-
1,000 to eat a day. Anyway.
But with your vegetable, even with just crayfish, your soup is good to go.
Oh,
So you can see that it's even cheaper.
yeah.
It's cheaper for you.
Yeah,
So
it's,
we can grow these things in our garden.
Yes.
Sometimes you don't even need to
To
go
buy, yes.
You just
Any
get
little
somewhere,
available
yes,
space,
yes.
and they grow easily.
Yes, they grow
We
easily.
just all you need to do is just to water it every day, morning and evening.
Yes.
That's just
Yes.
it.
Interesting. Quite interesting. So, where do we go from here? We need to educate our people at home,
Yes.
people in the village, people in the city.
even in schools.
Even in schools.
Schools, they need to add fruits as a part of their curriculum while teaching the kids. Because there are some schools I heard that they are into it. They pick like a day
They
to
dedicate
tell
it
the
to
children,
fruits.
yes, to bring fruit. Like they'll tell this one, bring apple, bring watermelon, and so that when they're teaching them, they'll be able to say, this is the importance of why you take watermelon, this is why you take mango and all. Aside that, I think parents also should develop this culture of giving their kids fruit should be part of us, just like our food.
This program is going to be coming to us, or Bloomshare Nigeria is going to be bringing this program to us every Tuesday.
Yes.
And so it is important we let you know so that you can follow us, like our page, both on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, and follow us. Yeah, call us if you are watching us. Tell us what you think about eating fruits, eating vegetable, and all of those. Most importantly, we can even make money from all of these.
Yes.
We can grow these things and make money.
Yes.
This one that I
There's
complain,
no
oh,
job
there's no
anywhere.
job anywhere. There's no government is not
You can
helping
just
me.
grow your fruits
Just grow
in
your
your
fruit
backyard
start.
and start
My
selling.
friend, I have a friend here in Abuja here. So he makes 300,000 monthly
Wow.
from Ugu. He lives in the city here. He lives around there in Kado, and he has this farm in Niger, near Niger State. That is in Niger State, but they call it Suleja. So,
Yes,
so they have this farm because there's a lot of land over there. So he has workers working for him. Just what's it called now? Ugu.
Yeah.
Guy is mainly on Ugu, and he pays his workers and get 300,000 monthly.
Monthly.
Wow. That's very
Ah, with
nice.
that, you are good to
This
go.
guy from Ishan, he's an Ishan guy. Big boy. He has a car. He just grows Ugu. I see
And you
this
see
guy.
him looking
I must-
fresh.
He's looking fresh. You eat
Because
it.
you consume it.
You sell it. You eat from it. You are fine. You don't go to. This guy is not sick.
That's all.
So
You can never be sick
It's
when you are
very,
consuming
you
a
know,
lot of
like before you go into, let me just take myself as instance. I'm not from this place. You know, when I'm coming here, I don't have a land. I'm just in one place. And if I feel like going into this cultivation of a tea or planting, I will need a land, a very massive one for that matter. So, so it's important for governments also to call on those that are ready to farm, that are ready to go into. If you're doing that on your own, you're paying yourself. It's very, yes, you're paying yourself, you can feed your family, you can sell out.
employ hands.
Yes.
And you're
But
taking on
my
employment of
thinking
the
now,
streets.
my thinking now is to even get somebody in the village and get one of our family land and then just start getting some boys to plant and take care of it and start selling. Although you may not have the market in the village.
Yes,
But
that's
in
just
the
the
city,
thing.
if you see, go to market. I go to market, I buy
For
my.
instance, if you
People buy
just
lots
go
of
to
vegetables.
just day here,
Yes.
the fruits and vegetable market, you see the numbers of vehicles
Yes.
that are always coming to purchase fruit from that market.
Yeah, you know, some persons, before they go into that aspect, they look at the disadvantage, whereby their crops, their fruit is getting spoiled without patronage. People are not patronizing, because when you're starting up a business, definitely there is also disadvantage to it. Yes. And if you don't have the market, you must have the market. You must measure the market survey first before you go into any business you're doing. Like me, if I don't have the idea of planting, I cannot just go into it.
You can buy and sell.
Buying and selling. You know, most people, they don't like this.
Do you need market for ugu?
Yes, you
Everybody
have,
consumes.
definitely. It's not about consuming it.
Every household store
Definitely.
that is in the street
Yes.
sells
I
ugu,
traveled
sells
to the village. I was looking for efiri. I said, no, today I'm going to eat efiri stew. Do you know I went around the houses around my vicinity? No efiri. The only place I got, I have to pay.
What is efere?
Efiri, that's what is it called now?
alpha.
No, not afa. Efiri is that one. It's scent leaf.
Scent leaf.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
Scent
God.
leaf.
Scent leaf. Okay.
Scent leaf. Like
It's
just
even
cook
highly
it.
medicinal.
Very
Yes,
medicinal.
it
Just cook
is.
it and you can just
Drink it. Yes,
or
you
Or
drink
you
it.
make sauce out of
Yeah,
it
yeah,
for your
yeah,
yam,
yeah,
your rice.
yeah.
Scent leaf, like in the south, they use scent leaf. They add it to this their banga soup. And scent leaf is very important.
Yeah.
There is
can-
variety of ways you can use it. You can just prepare just your scent leaf.
I think what we
Scent
can
leaf.
do in our next show, we are going to do some salad. We'll go bring some
Yes.
yes, and then we'll eat it. We'll get something to enjoy ourselves in it, so that people will see the different type of vegetables.
And
Some
fruits
people will say,
available
oh,
today."
but you also know that when I travel to the village again, apart from Auchi, where we can get people coming from the north bringing fruits, in my own village, I hardly get fresh food in terms of fresh fruits. But here in Abuja, everywhere you go,
It's everywhere.
you don't even need tomorrow's own, yesterday's
that's
own.
just
as
No,
fresh
you
as,
can get them.
as fresh as it's coming
Yeah.
from the farm.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't, like in this Abuja now, they don't actually wait for season. Every time you get
Irrigation farming,
yes,
irrigation.
that's actually
Every fruit is in season.
Yes.
All
they,
the time.
Season, but in
in
As in, you get it all the time.
all the time.
But
Because
back
of
then
irrigation.
they are seasonal
In our-
fruits. But
why-
here
why-
you can get
Why
it
is this seasonal in our end?
because they don't take it as a part of their.
No, these guys are trying. When it comes to farming, that's outside guys.
seriously, they are
They
trying.
Northerners are
They are trying to
Talk
make
of
everything
Benue,
available.
talk of Benue people in terms of yam. Do they do rice in Benue?
Just a little
I
here and
think
there, little bit of
Or in Benue?
yes.
Okay.
And
When
people
your
that
beans
are,
is available.
in short, the government,
Yes, when
they
have
need
a
to
little bit.
encourage this aspect that the Northerners are using to produce all this, because as of now, you can see corn. We are
I think
eating
we
corn.
need to encourage ourselves.
We are eating corn, and you know, anything you want,
Every
you
little,
get
any
it.
space that is
And it's
available to
fresh.
you, you can just plant your fruit and your
Yeah.
vegetables.
But the threat
You can-
to eat, is herdsmen. Somebody told me, somebody sent me a message that he planted watermelon. It was a phone call. The person called to say he planted watermelon, and just for him to harvest, he borrowed the money. He retired, or he was forcibly retired or so, and he borrowed money to go into farming watermelon. Just about harvesting herdsmen struck, and everything gone.
That's why open grazing should be discouraged. Open grazing should be discouraged because it's affecting a whole lot of things. The cattle, they are destroying food, thereby making everything to become very expensive in the market. So open grazing should be discouraged.
So, final word.
Okay. Fruit is very important, not just for our children alone, because like most parents, you see, they will buy, what's it called, Capri Sun, Ribena, they'll begin.
I was actually doing
I saw one who said magic life also.
magic.
What do you call
It's
it?
called magic. Good life.
Good life. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, good life.
So they give, we give, most parents, we give our kids, what's it, processing,
foods.
Capri Sun, Ribena, and so many of them. We should have this culture of eating the natural fruit from the source, not sipping and all those things.
You
So
can actually blend it into a smoothie, pack it into their little
yes,
container,
why going
and
to
then
school?
feed on it during their snack break.
So, your final word?
Fruit and vegetables, they are very important to our well-being because consuming fruit and vegetables helps to lower your blood sugar level. It also cures or helps to protect you against heart diseases, and then lowers obesity. You see that a whole lot of persons, because they may say, oh, they don't have the time to cook a decent meal, thereby they consume a whole lot of junks. So you can balance it up by also consuming your fruits and vegetables, so your cholesterol level can
Before
okay.
before we go, you are going to share your experience with us. You are going to share your experience with us. What do you do with fruits and vegetables? But let me share this experience. So I have a friend who has a lot of weight, a lot of weight. So he does exercise with me, and we go for exercise. So I asked him. We got talking, and he was telling me he eats this, he eats that, processed foods, and all the things he eats add more weight. Yet he does exercise every day. He wants to lose weight,
and
but
it's not losing.
well, it's not losing weight.
It's not losing.
So he has more weight in terms of what he intake.
Yes.
And then he jumps out every morning. He wants to lose weight. He wants to. And I ask him, "You're not going to lose weight." So what I've advised him to do: stop eating late to bed.
Okay.
Anything 4, 5 o'clock, eat your meal for the
Yes.
day. Then you stop this food, stop that food, stop this food. You can take this. So the guy called me, said, "Are you a doctor?" I said, "No, I'm not a doctor." "What happened?" He said, "Look at me, I'm fine."
Wow.
You know. So how do you play with fruits and vegetables?
Okay.
You eat them a lot?
Yes, I take fruit a lot with the help of my husband actually.
That's what helps
Because
you to-
oh my God, not that before I got married to him, I don't take fruit that much, but he can take fruits as lunch.
Yeah.
He can take, and because of his love for fruit, yes, me and my kids, we love fruit very much.
Yeah.
There was one man that came to our house the other day, and when he came, it was during the festive period, and I served him food. I said, "Sir, eat." He said, "No, I don't want to eat." The man is very fat. Even the seat he was sitting, I served him food. He said, "No, I don't want to eat." I said, "Okay, take water." He said, "No, I don't want to take water." I said, "Okay, take beer." He looked at me. He said, "No, I don't want to take beer." I said, "What will you take?" He said, "Because of what he has been eating while growing up. If you see him he said, "Doctor, he doesn't, like a full day, sometimes he doesn't eat food because of what he has been taking right from time." So fruits should be part of us. Like my kids, they can take fruit anytime, morning, afternoon, evening. They can take fruit, and it makes you look fresh. You can see the way I'm looking fresh.
Yes, I can actually attest to that.
Yes, fruits will make you look fresh. Even for the ladies actually, you see before I have those spots on my face, so many of them, but I have to start taking fruits regularly. For 3 months now, definitely, I've seen those changes in me.
Fruits has helped me.
It
I
has-
used to wear glasses, but do you know what? Eating fruits and vegetables,
Yes.
I have stopped
It
using glasses.
helps. It
Natural
helps
care.
Natural
very
care.
well. It
Natural
helps
care.
very
It
well.
reverses a lot of
Very
Yes.
well. And you see some kids, some children, some of their head, it looks like a bar hair while they are growing up. Like my son, I remember when he was small, around 2 years, we were giving him this Capri-Sun when he was small. So you see this place looking like a bar head. So we find out that this drink, Bobo, they call the drink Bobo. I don't know if it still exists.
It does. It's there.
That drink contains lots of
Sugar.
lots of sugar in it.
Processed food.
Lots
And
of sugar in
that's
it.
why you see little children these days having diabetes.
Diabetes, of course.
Oh my
Children.
God.
I watched one
obese
video.
children everywhere.
I watched one video just the first day in the UK. It's a hotel. And the owner of the hotel came. He said, "I want to see what you cook for people." And so they brought all the canned food. Everything they do for people, canned food.
Oh my God.
So, before we go, canned food. The man said, "Okay, prepare this canned food and eat." They refused to eat.
You see?
Can imagine.
This is what you give to people to
People.
eat. Thank you so very much for this very wonderful show. We want to appreciate your joining us. Next week, Tuesday, we'll be here again. Join us and share your thoughts with us on how to live a healthy life. Fruits and vegetables with Agatha and Bintu. Thank you and bye for now.